Welcome, everyone, to episode 60 of the Over the Line podcast on the Degenerate Sports Network. Sports are over, it feels like, at this point.
Sports are over.
We're kind of in a lull until American football starts. Feels like for most of, I would say, who would listen to this show, but there's still some sports to bet on. We have a fun segment at the end of this, towards the end of this episode, where we're going to have some trivia. We'll debut that and hopefully blossom that into something a little bit bigger this summer while we wait on football to get back. But we'll go ahead and kick off with some betting here. I know we have the NASCAR Coronado race this weekend. So Dalton, Jake, if you guys want to start off with your bets for that race.
Yeah, so we're at this Coronado Naval Base in San Diego. So it is a street race. It's a road course. So this one's kind of tough to bet on because, let's be honest, we kind of know what's going to happen. Unfortunately, in this race, so getting good odds is very difficult. So I just have two bets, and then I straight bet them and I parlay them together. So I took Shane Van Gisbergen to win at minus 160 because he's almost certainly going to win this race. And then I did take Tyler Reddick to finish top 5 at plus 120 because if anyone else is going to win this race, it'll probably be him. But I think he finishes top. He's a lock for top 5. But those two parlayed together come to plus 257. So that's your best chance at decent value. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's just really tough when pretty much everybody knows what's going to happen in this race.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I learned from my mistake earlier in the year when I didn't bet Van Gisbergen on a road course. I'm taking him this time, even though it's at minus 160. And then I also have two top 10 finish bets. One is Chase Briscoe at minus 105. And the other is Brian Blaney at plus 110. And then all three of those together comes out to plus 566. So not anything too crazy, but
you found the value though.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. We move on to golf. We're at Shinnecock for the U.S. Open this weekend.
What'd you call me? Sorry.
Yeah. Funny course name for such a hallowed ground, it seems like, but I have a few bets here just because we are a little lean on what we can bet on this weekend. I have Rory McIlroy, end of round 1 leader. I got a little boost from that. That was at plus 1850, but it was boosted up to plus 2250. He's finished first here after round 1. I should say he's been the leader after round 1 a few times. So I'm just going to go to the well, and it's Rory. So just take a chance on it. I have Scotty Scheffler outright winner at plus 445. One of these days he's going to win. One of them. I'm
amazed though that his odds continue to be what they are. I'm not going to lie.
It's one of those things where even the bookies and the sites are just he's got to win one of these, right?
Yeah, they don't want to be wrong.
yeah.
And it's all right. I get it.
So that's the vibe I'm getting from it. And then I have 6 guys to make the cut. Got a little boost on that. I have Colin Morikawa, Bryson DeChambeau. That one I'm kind of scared about.
I'll have his name in something later.
Yeah, Wyndham Clark, Matt Fitzpatrick, Victor Hovland, and Rory McIlroy, all to make the cut. It was at plus 547, but I got a little boost on it. It's at plus 685.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah. This is going to be a very interesting course this week because Shinnecock is just known for being a really tough course.
Yeah.
But now my winner this week, I'm taking Tommy Fleetwood at plus 2,200. The last round that Tommy Fleetwood shot, at least on the PGA Tour at this course, was back in 2018, and he shot a historic 7 under 63. Which is one of the lowest rounds in U.S. Open history. At the time, I think it was tied for the lowest round. He still finished second that year, but he's been playing really good golf lately, and he has played this course well before, even if it was a long time ago. I do think like it's going to take someone to win this U.S. Open. It's going to take someone that's playing really well and that generally like cannot screw the pooch at like tough courses. Is basically the best way to put it. I think who can just save par a lot, and I think he's going to do a really good job of that this week. And then I'm taking Matt Fitzpatrick. Finished top 10 at plus 200. Another guy's playing fantastic golf lately. And then no themed parlay this week. I actually kind of took it seriously, which means it definitely won't hit.
Yep.
But I'm taking 3 guys that just are very typically really steady at these types of courses. I'm taking Siwoo Kim, Colin Morikawa, and Justin Rose to all finish top 20. At plus 1,600.
I like it.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a name for it, but I can't.
No, there's no name for that one.
Yeah.
No Rose Ram got her up or anything.
Yeah.
See Colin Rose now.
See Justin Rose.
Yeah, see Justin Rose. Yeah.
There you go. Doesn't. Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about that one.
No.
All right. I have one winner bet. Going with John Rahm at plus 1150. I have a little bit of a shot in the dark, but I feel like he's at the last few majors been close. He just hasn't really got it done, but I think it's pretty good value there. And then I have a 3-leg top 20 parlay. I have Tommy Fleetwood as well at minus 118. Xander Schauffele at minus 118, and then Siwoo Kim at plus 122. If you were to put it all into a parlay with the winner bet on DraftKings, it comes out to plus 10,000. So that is some pretty good value.
Yeah.
Just the 3 legs is plus 650. So a bit of a safer option there, but yeah, that's
still pretty good value on that.
Yeah. So I have a few different bets. I have my usual winner, and then I have a top 10 and top 20 parlay. But I also have a funny little parlay that I did, just a 2-leg parlay. I'll get to in a second. But I picked Rory to win plus 1,200. I know he's only won the tournament once. It was 2011, I want to say, I think. But he's been really good at majors recently. Obviously, winning a couple. So like I just wanted to go with him, see if he can get another one under his belt. Kind of later in his career than I feel like a lot of guys do. And then I have what I'm calling the haters parlay. 2 guys to miss the cut. Bryson DeChambeau, which Casey, I'm sorry, I'm going against you on that one.
That's fine.
And then I think you guys all know who the second name is. Do I even have to say his name?
Is it Brooks?
No, the one example where it's okay.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that guy.
Over.
Yeah, fuck him.
Watch out, Casey might secretly bet on him. Yeah.
No secrets from me. I'm putting him on the haters parlay to miss the cut. Bryson DeChambeau plus 140 and Oberg at plus 210. So those two together plus 644, which honestly, I could see many examples of these two missing the cut. So I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah.
But so I have for my top 10 parlay here. I threw Rory in there at plus 125. If I'm picking him to win, I think he'll at least do well enough to be in that. Matt Fitzpatrick, I agree with you, Dalton. I think you had him in your top as a top 10 pick for you as well. A plus 165. And then Wyndham Clark at plus 390, who I think that's a really good value for him because he's played well in the Open before and he's played good golf recently. So I think that he could be a guy that could finish in the top 10. And those 3 parlay together at plus 2,821. That one's pretty good for top good. 10. And then my top 20 parlay, Justin Rose, mentioned again as well, plus 180. JJ Spawn, who's actually won this tournament before, interestingly, plus 170. I didn't realize he had won before. And then Jordan Spieth, who this is kind of the old winners parlay is what I'm going with in this one at plus 220. So those 3 together parlay at plus 2,319. So pretty hefty parlays there.
That's pretty good. And it's funny you say that because I feel like I've been in that same mindset this year betting golf of looking at the old guy, not old guys, but like the guys that seem to be on top like in the past 10 years. And it's just like they've fallen off a little bit. So I get it.
Yeah. So I can see all of them being in the top 20 by
Yeah.
the end of the day. But yep, that's all I got.
Nice. All right, I like that. So we'll go on to baseball here. This is going to be our saving grace throughout the summer is betting on baseball.
For some of us.
Yeah, for some of us, if your team sucks, I'm sorry. I think all of us have a shitty team except Dalton. The Cardinals aren't bad right now.
I mean, the Pirates are firmly mid.
Yeah.
I mean, that's most.
My
of
team
the
is
NFL.
in a playoff spot.
Yeah,
technically,
but
They are.
it's just not like impressive.
The
in
Pirates and
doing
Athletics
so.
are like incredibly like not even similar as baseball teams, but they're literally what the Athletics are half or one game under 500 and the Pirates are 500. Like they are
Yeah.
the masters of mid currently.
Incredibly
Um,
average.
Yeah, it's like they are really good and really bad, and it just depends on
But
which game it's being played.
30
So,
in the AL, 36 and 37 get you a wild card spot.
this is
Yeah.
true. This is true. So
And it doesn't hurt that they're playing in a Little League baseball stadium, it
Dude.
seems.
I
don't-
want a playoff game at that stadium so bad.
I
Yeah,
want
these-
all games
I
to be
want
played
one.
there.
it's like you guys thought Coors was
I don't
bad.
care if it's like
Yeah.
the game 3 and when we get swept in the ALDS or something. I just need one playoff game in that tiny stadium.
It would be
Yeah.
electric if that happened. Yeah, a Yankees Athletics like
Oh my
playoff
God.
series in that stadium.
that tiny.
I mean, we'd be breaking some sort of records. I'm not sure which ones.
Like
Yeah.
next month, the home run record at a stadium is going to be broken just because of the
Gotta be.
temperature out there and
Yeah.
the dimensions of the ballpark. It's just like it's going to be outrageous, but it'll be fun.
We need an A's Rockies World Series.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
The least attended World Series ever. Just
12.
But also the
every
most
final
home
score
runs.
is 12 to 10.
The most home
Two
runs.
teams. Yeah, two teams that can't pitch whatsoever.
Yeah,
Giving
just
up
double
run
digits
after
by
run.
both teams every
Giving
night.
up freaking 8 long balls a game. When I saw that A's game with the Rockies the other
Yeah.
day, Jake,
They
I
scored
was like,
14 runs, including 4 in the bottom of the 11th inning, and they lost. Like, how does that happen?
and it wasn't close. They never had a shot.
Oh, are you talking about the Rockies game?
Yeah, the Rockies game.
Oh, I meant the one. I thought you were talking
Oh.
about a different one. Like
No, I
the,
was talking about the
the
one
game
where
against the Brewers, like 15-14.
Oh, that
Yeah.
one.
But yeah, the
Okay,
Rockies. I didn't even see that game against the Rockies. I saw
Just-
you sent that message, and I was like, "Oh, this can't be good." And then I
dropped
looked at the
it. I'm
score.
like, Jake, what
Yeah,
what
It was like
happening, please?
23 to something.
yeah, I saw a
9 or
nice,
something like that.
nice 2-3 next to the
I'm
Rockies.
like,
logo. It
what
was
the
not-
hell? 2 is not supposed to be the first number of a baseball score.
No.
Just
No.
so that- unless it's the only number in the baseball
Yeah.
score. That's not. It's not good, folks.
And
I
it's
remember
like
just not being able to watch it, and then looking at my phone and being like, "Oh, I wonder if they got the sweep." And no, they did not
No.
get the sweep.
It's like, well, actually, they might have won the series run total. Actually,
yeah,
yeah.
anyway,
the baseball purists that like don't want to change the number of games or make any major rule changes because they don't want like records or stats to
Mhm.
be like messed up have to absolutely hate that the A's are playing in this ballpark.
my solution, by
Yeah.
the way, if they don't want numbers to be different, just bring all the fences in like 10 feet. The home run
Yeah.
numbers will stay the same, bro. We'll hit
Exactly.
the same amount of runs in 142 games or whatever it would be.
Yep.
No, not actually, but watching the A's play baseball is always funny, but it's funnier in that stadium.
Yeah. Because they have like 5 dudes that can just hit the ball a million
They do,
miles.
dude. They're really
our
set up
lineup
for
is
that
really
stadium.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
they're really
yeah.
set up for it.
But-
Doesn't Kurtz have like 1,000 OPS now or something?
Yeah,
He rocks.
and he's like 5th in the first base voting for the All
yeah.
Star,
well,
which doesn't
well,
make any sense to me.
well, he plays for the A's, Jake. so-
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is not like
Not this year.
No.
no, he should not be leading
0
at
pop.
first base.
It's a
I
popularity
can't do it.
contest, or if you're a fan of LA or whatever, they have like everyone outside of America voting for LA players. So
Yeah.
I don't want to drag this on too much longer before we actually start talking about the bets. But I will never forget when the Royals were on their run and they had like the fan voting got like every single Royals starter
Yeah.
in the All-Star, like they were the All-Star game vote leaders for like the entire fan
Mhm.
voting. And I'm like, guys, I get it. You guys are cool right now. You can't like not all of the players are good.
yeah,
We do not need what was it? Alcides Escobar was playing shortstop, I think, or something. Like we don't need that in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
No one's watching. No, we don't. We're not watching that for that. Like we're not doing that.
yeah,
So it was funny as the fan voting gets wild.
yeah. It needs to be under control, but whatever. We'll get into the bets here. I have a 3-leg parlay for tomorrow. I have the Red Sox money line against the Blue Jays. I'm a fan of Sonny Gray. I hope he goes out and shoves tomorrow.
Nice.
I got the Mariners money line over the Orioles. Brian Woo's on the mound for the Mariners. And then I have the Braves money line against the Giants because it's the Braves at home. So might as well. All three of those together at plus 426.
I like it. I also took the Red Sox money line at home with Sonny Gray pitching. And I also took Phillies money line at home against the Mets with Aaron Nola on the mound. Like that matchup. And then I'm taking Cardinals money line on the road at the Royals in an interleague rival series. Cardinals have Matthew Liberatore on the mound. It's one of the few promising pitchers they actually have on the roster right now. And those three parlay together at plus 576.
Nice.
I like it.
Nice. I took a page out of Shane's book this week.
We're doing it again.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing to bet on, so I was like, I might as well just bet on every game.
Yeah.
So you've got a pretty big parlay here. I just went money lines. I took the Blue Jays over the Red Sox, Brewers over the Guardians, Rangers over the Twins, Mariners over the Orioles, Phillies over the Mets, Yankees over the White Sox, Braves over the Giants, and then I also took the Cardinals over the Royals. Just to get a little more plus odds in there. But that 8-leg parlay comes out to plus 11,409.
There we go. That's pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, crap! I don't have my shirt.
I know. So we can't say it if you don't have the shirt on. It cannot be said.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
It's unfortunately not
statement.
healthy.
I knew I forgot something. I
retract my statement.
Oh, damn. No, but Jake, yeah, you did. I think you did the last time we did MLB.
Yeah.
Whenever you were on, I think you did that too.
It wasn't close to hitting, unfortunately.
Oh, it never is. Well, there was one time it was for me, and then your A's made that not possible. So there you go. Anyway,
yeah.
I also did that. I didn't do just money lines, but I do have all the games for tomorrow. I took Blue Jays minus 1.5, mostly because I like Sonny Gray too, but the Red Sox being 8-1 this year with the Red Sox, it feels like it can't last.
Yeah, that's
that Red Sox team. They're not.
It's like a third of their wins almost.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it can't keep happening every time. I think he's due, unfortunately. I have the Brewers minus 1.5 against the Guardians. I don't know. The Guardians are weird, like they always are. They're starting to play well. The Brewers are also doing their Brewers thing, so I kind of just went with the team that I think is better in that matchup. Twins minus 1.5 because Jack Leiter's pitching for the Rangers, and if there's one thing I know about the Rangers, it's bet against them when Jack Leiter pitches for them. Unfortunately for him, so that's kind of my explanation there. Mariners minus 1.5. You mentioned KC with Brian Wu on the mound, who did get beat up by this team, I think, last time he started against them, but I'm not going to bet on that twice. So I think that they can take care of business there. The Phillies plus 1.5 at home against the Mets. It's the Mets. Right. I mean, I guess they're playing a little bit, but I don't know. They're still last in the division. White Sox, actually, I took their money line against the Yankees just because I thought it'd be funny if they beat the Yankees. So I don't really have much of an explanation beyond that. And then I have the Braves minus 1.5 because, again, I'm not dumb, and it's the Braves against the Giants. And then I have the Cardinals, not money line, but plus 1.5 against the Royals because I do think that they will probably win that game, but I felt good about them at least hanging around in that game and making it close. So all told, plus 50,471.
Hell yeah, that's pretty rambunctious. I like that.
I love it, Casey.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the Mets are just trash. I would just say they just had a 3-game series with the Reds, and we beat them 2 times out of the 3. So if you're getting beat by us after we just lost 8 series in a row, you're not a serious baseball team at this point. All right, let's go ahead and get into the World Cup. We're starting to. Last night was yesterday was madness with all the top guys. I think it was the 3 dudes to hit or score 2 goals. And you just saw all these tickets of people who were like, I had this. And it's like, there's no freaking way. But it was awesome to see. Messi had a hat trick. So But for tomorrow, I have 2 games, and I will preface this by saying I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to World Cup. So take these with a grain of salt. I have the Czech Republic. Yeah, there he is. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. Now we can say it. All right.
Couldn't let the show finish without making sure I had the right shirt on. So,
unfortunately, you won't be able to say it about this little 2-leg parlay I have. But I have the. We'll see. But I have the Czech Republic money line against South Africa minus 125, and then Mexico money line against South Korea plus 105. Just going vibes on this one. So Czech Republic and Mexico money line together at plus 269.
I get it.
Makes me feel good that Jake said he likes it.
He won't like mine.
Nice.
So I bet all 4 games this week or for tomorrow, and then parlay them together as well. But I straight bet them as well. I took the Czech Republic and South Africa. I took draw at plus 275. The Czech Republic did not look good their first game out, and I just don't know if they're going to be able to do enough to beat a South Africa team that desperately needs a draw here. My guess is that the Czech Republic plays pretty timid. South Africa parks the bus, and we get a draw. Very, very good chance, like a 0-0 draw in that one, honestly. And then in the Switzerland-Bosnia game, I'm also taking a draw at plus 320. Bosnia should be good enough to hang around, and Switzerland's is one of those teams that sometimes really struggles to, rack up goals. And I think it's going to be one of those games where it's not a lot of scoring. And then in the Canada match against Qatar, I am taking Canada money line at minus 350. I think they should have no problem winning that. I think they're going to roll through their group in general. And then finally in the Mexico-South Korea match, I'm taking a draw at plus 230. I think South Korea is good enough to hold this Mexico team to a draw at Mexico. I believe is going to be without 2 of their starters in this game due to suspensions because they had 2 guys get red cards in the last game. Is that correct, Jake?
Yes, it is. It was quite a
double red card.
Yeah.
That was the game that saw you rarely ever see both teams get a player red carded, and that happened with like multiple players on both teams. So
what the hell did they do?
Just everything.
Oh shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it was it's pretty wild. And then those 4 parlayed together come out to give me 1 second to get the odds back up. I thought I had it already bet, but I did not. But they parlay it together at plus 6,210.
Nice.
That's healthy.
That's healthy.
Yeah, we can say it now.
Yeah, I only threw $1 on that. But
fair enough.
Nice.
Respectable. That's a good return if it hits.
Oh yeah.
So I put a 6-leg parlay together of just some random games throughout the next week that I thought were good. First one I have is Czech Republic money line against South Africa at minus 125. I don't think the Czech Republic is really that good, but they do have like 2 Premier League players in their starting lineup, and South Africa is really bad. Like they looked horrible against Mexico. They had multiple players get sent off with red cards. They really didn't do anything right, and I think this will be like a 1-0 win for the Czechs just because they have enough quality compared to South Africa to get over the line.
He said the name.
And then I also have a draw between Mexico and South Korea. I think these teams are really evenly matched, and at plus 230, it's pretty good value. As Dalton said, Mexico will be out a couple starters, and South Korea has some really good attackers. So I could see this being like something like a 2-2 draw or 1-1 draw. For Friday, I have USA money line against Australia at minus 165. Given how Australia won 2-0, but they kind of parked the bus for the entire game after scoring early, and the USA just looked too dangerous. So this really should be a game the USA handles if it's going to be a series team. And then I also have, in a similar situation, I have Morocco money line against Scotland at -135. This feels like really good value after how well Morocco played against Brazil, because Scotland had to eke out a win against Haiti. So -135 is decent odds for Morocco there. I have Turkey -105 against Paraguay. I think Turkey's a little bit better. And then the last one coming all the way on Monday is a draw between Norway and Senegal. I think these two teams are going to be really evenly matched, and that's at +250. So all of those together come out to +11,247. So
Love
pretty
it.
healthy.
Yeah,
And then I do have
that's healthy.
one. Yeah, I do have one other bet that I'm not going to put in a parlay because it's too risky. But it's a draw between Canada and Qatar at +475. I just think the value is way too good on this because I don't think Canada is that good, and Qatar was very good defensively in their opening game, which they ended up drawing. So I could see. I mean, both these teams had a 1-1 draw against pretty mid to below opponents. So I think at 475, it's worth the value, but I wouldn't put it in a parlay. Although it would definitely drive the value up.
100%.
Yeah.
It would, which means if I was you, I would have done that because I have no self-control. No. So I have two different parlays, which I know, the guy who said he doesn't know what's going on has two different parlays. Well, you'll just have to wait and see. So my first one, I'm calling the draw parlay because they're all draws. So it's a 6-leg all draws parlay, which is ridiculous, but also very funny to me. So I did it. Basically, I looked at all the games up to the day before we would be coming back on the show to do more betting, and said how many of them are at under +300 for the draw to happen. And I put all of them in a parlay that happened to be 6 games. The Czech versus South Africa +270, Mexico versus South Korea +220, Scotland versus Morocco +260, Turkey and Paraguay at +230, Netherlands versus Sweden at +290, and Norway versus Senegal at +240. All those together plus 186,414.
Nice.
So there you go. If you want to drop $1 on that just for fun, go ahead. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
Literally, draw me like one of any of these 1200 girls, none of which are friends.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to bet the draw on that one, I don't think. Not from what I saw. And then I have just a normal kind of random parlay of 5 games that is not going to be nearly as ridiculous as the last one. I have Czech versus South Africa. I have Czech money line at -124. South Korea +300 to win outright versus South Korea, or South Korea to win over Mexico +300. Draw in USA versus Australia because I just, I don't know.
It's
I have a
very
feeling
possible.
with the way that the US played in the first game, I'm like they're gonna be just normal after that. They're just gonna have like a normal game. It just feels like a draw would happen in that situation. Germany money line versus Ivory Coast at -195, and then Norway money line versus Senegal at +135. So all those together is +11,162, which is a lot more like the rest of the bets that we made in this. So that one's a little more normal. You could probably put a whole unit on that one if you wanted.
Yeah.
Speaking of Germany, did anybody see what NBC did? Or I saw this on Twitter. Was Germany in the same group? Right, Germany played Nigeria the other day, right?
No,
I don't.
Or no?
know.
Okay, that was something else on Twitter. Never mind.
not
Okay.
a little worried as to where.
Yeah, it's usually like,
Yeah.
speaking of Germany, it's usually a sentence
Yeah.
that I'm a little wary of on this
No, they played.
show.
They played Curacao.
That's right, yeah.
Well, I'm glad that whatever Dalton
Never
thought
mind.
must have been fake because it couldn't have been good if he felt the need to tell us.
I'm sure they have played Nigeria before.
And the abbreviations did not look good.
Mm,
Yeah,
I say.
yeah.
yeah.
Glad to know it wasn't real.
Yeah, I feel like that's the type of thing that could definitely happen if someone forgot that like you can't do that or you can't allow that to be
Yeah.
on screen. However, I'm gonna guess that it was just someone screwing around.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh boy.
I got
Hey,
Hey,
listen, it's
you're not
part of
you're-
it now. We all are getting got.
You're
it
not
at
doing the
different times.
internet if you're not getting got at least once a day.
Once a day.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're on the internet long enough every day, you probably will get got once a day.
Yes.
Even if it's just for a minute. They're just like, whoa, that's crazy. And then you're like looking, it's like, now wait a second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I just
doesn't
saw a
work with
thing
the
like
person.
people were announcing that Dylan Raiola has now transferred to Texas Tech.
I was literally
Yeah.
about to bring that one up.
Yeah.
I was about to bring that one up. All right, I
It's
got
really
this.
believable too. That's the
It's-
thing.
Yeah, it's believable. I will say I'm not gonna say good on Brendan Sorsby because this is not a good thing. But like I guess at least he's like not gonna actually play college football after
Yeah.
what happened. Like now the supplemental we have to bring the draft show back to do a supplemental mock draft.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a
It can
third
be
round
like
pick.
your Raiders mock, Shane. Just
Yeah,
one.
still one of my favorite moments of the draft season is when I was just like, guys, I have a new right after the Max Crosby trade fell through. I'm just like, hey guys, I have a new Raiders first round mock draft, which is Fernando Mendoza #1. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, I saw a
loved that.
tweet today. It was like my big board for the supplemental draft. And it's just Brendan Sorsby.
Imagine they just like didn't have anyone on the board. They're like, he's not draftable. I'm not putting him on the board. No, that's you said Dalton a third round pick. That's my guess too. It's because you have people being like, oh, people might use a second round pick on him, and other people are like, oh, he's going to be a fifth round pick. I think some quarterback desperate team who doesn't give a shit is just going to be like, yeah,
Some team
here's
that has 3 third rounders next year or something like that.
Some people were saying, I saw like some people were saying first round pick, and I was like, guys, if he were a first round caliber player, he would have been in the draft a few months ago.
Yeah, if he would have gotten that kind of,
I mean, he did get some NIL money though.
He did, but I will say I wouldn't have been shocked if he came out and ended up a first round pick by the end of the process. Just but he was not given a first round grade out of school, or else he probably would have been in the draft. Like he probably got just a day 2 grade and was like, I'll go get $5 million. Oops, never mind.
Yep.
So yeah,
he tried getting $5 million the hard way by betting for it, but just couldn't get there. Yeah, story of my life. All right. So next we're gonna try something new here.
Yes.
Hopefully this turns into something that we can make last throughout the summer. I think it's gonna be a fun time. Hopefully we can get some more people on play this with us. So if you're watching, you want to play, hit us up. We'll definitely try to have you on so you can play. But we're gonna do. I'll let Shane explain it, but it's just like a trivia game here. So Shane, if you want to go ahead and take this away here.
Yeah, so basically I pitched this last week, and it's something I was kind of thinking of for a little while. We've talked before about maybe doing like trivia related stuff because we all have random knowledge of stupid stuff, and it's fun to talk about it, and so it makes trivia fun. But I wanted to, if we're going to do it for this show specifically and not do like a separate thing for it or whatever, to make it at least somewhat betting related in the sense that make a mechanic of the game or whatever it may be. So basically, we're going to be doing a pretty standard trivia game. There's going to be 3 rounds in this case and 3 questions each round. It'll probably be more in the future once we test it out and make sure we think it's good. But what the guys will have, because I'll be hosting it, I'm not going to be part of the game. What they'll have is technically 50 points, but 10 units to start with. So each of them will have 10 units that they can use to bet and gain points throughout the rounds. Specifically, this version of it, we're going to test out at the beginning of each round, going from easy, medium to hard. And you'll see the board here in a minute when I pull it up. They have to decide how many of their 10 units to start with, at least, that they're going to bet that they can get all the questions right in that round. So if they want to say like, all right, I'm going all in, I think I can get all these questions right, I'm betting all 10 of them, they would double their units and their points, basically, because it's the minus 100 round from a betting perspective. So you would double your money, basically, and your units in this case, if you bet all of them. Or if you bet 1, you get 2 if you win. You get the point. So second round is going to be plus 200. So essentially, you're tripling your total that you bet on. So if you bet 5 units in that round, you get 15 back. Obviously, you lose your units regardless if you don't get any or if you miss a question at that point. And the final round is plus 500, so you can get a ton of points at that point to kind of finish the round. But obviously, whatever you bet is a higher risk you're going to lose out on because it's the final questions. So I think it'll be interesting to see how you guys decide to kind of strategize it, because that's what I'm most excited about, because I have some thoughts on how I would do it, but obviously you guys are going to be the ones playing, so we'll see how it plays out. But that's going to be the game. And again, we can toy with it, tinker if we think it's, missing something here or there, but that's the general gist of it. So if you guys are confident you know exactly what's going on from what I explained, we should be able to get started here in a second.
Yeah.
Shane,
Yeah,
do you
good.
want to put our scores like below our names? Would that
So
be...
it will be below your name. So the points after each round, I'll update them for you.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
it'll be on the board. So I'm using a Jeopardy board. It's the
oh,
easiest
okay.
way
You're
to
gonna
do
have
it.
them on
Yes,
there. We don't have
yes.
to do it on here. Okay.
Yeah. Now I'll keep track of your units specifically because I have the points on the board and I'll have your units tracked on my phone. So
All
as you gain or lose points, I'll update your I'll update your points on.
That's what I was saying. Like, should we put our units underneath our names? Would that be helpful?
You can if you want on the screen if you want to do that, but I will be tracking the points specifically on the board, so it's up to
Should
you.
we start at 50?
So you start at 10 units and 50 points because each unit's like it would be in betting. It's $5 or 5 points. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So you want to have 10 units is what you start with.
Damn, he's going. We already know his strategy.
Yeah.
He's going all in. All right. So we have 10 units.
Here's the board, by the way, guys.
All right, and I will say before we start this, when we put our answers up on the up to our cameras, it will look backwards. So just we're workshopping this one. We'll figure out how it's not going to look all stupid. But just bear with us this first time. All right.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out because I want to make sure that because all of them are going to get a chance, and then if I didn't make it clear enough, all of you are going to get a chance to answer each question, obviously, because if you didn't, you could get one wrong without actually doing something right. So you'll write down your answers, or again, like we'll just kind of say them as we go. You'll hold up and say your answer to me. If you get it right, obviously you keep going on and you don't have to worry about losing your units yet, but we'll start with the NFL draft one because that one felt like you had to start with that one for this show. I know it's not the NFL draft show, but I had to do a draft related one to start.
I can't believe you guys went all in already. Damn.
I just want to live.
No, Casey was he was saying to keep track of them on your name.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, I didn't realize.
I thought we were putting.
No,
I thought we were putting what we were betting. That was. No one listened to me. I'm stupid.
No, you're good, Casey. No, I understand why you thought that. Maybe.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll keep track of the units you gain and lose
stupid.
and stuff. So before the round starts, I'll ask you how many units you want to.
Should we just write down what we bet and then
you can write it down, but you'll tell me now ahead of time so that way because that way I know.
Well, I mean to prevent like strategery.
Oh no, you have a good point. Yes, you guys don't know which.
Well, you know what I'm betting.
Well, yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys write down what you want to bet ahead of
All
time,
right.
and then you can tell me when the round's over. Now, obviously, if you get something wrong, you'll know that you lost that amount of units, but we'll go with that for now.
Yeah.
But once you guys have everything written down and how many you want to wager on the first round, again, you have to get all the questions right to get the points and the units that you want to get. So,
just a heads up, it's storming really bad by me, so I might lose power, but who knows?
Hopefully not, Casey.
Yeah,
That'd
we'll
be
see
terrible
what happens.
if that happened to you,
Yeah.
especially in this situation.
Yeah.
So again, the first round is going to be the NFL draft. Now, these are going to be technically the easiest questions, easiest round. Now, obviously, that depends on your knowledge of the NFL draft, but I don't think any of the questions are ones that, if you just are sort of paying attention to the draft and the NFL in general, that you wouldn't know. But we'll see, hopefully, if that's the case. Maybe I'm just going to be – everyone's like, what do you mean? How would I know that? I'd be like, damn it.
Sometimes I choke during trivia, so.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out, Jake. That's something you have to factor into this, I guess. But anyway, so we'll start with the NFL draft with the first question here, guys, if you're ready.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So can you guys see that good? Yeah, you can. You should be able to. So let's start off real easy, boys. Fernando Mendoza was the first pick in this year's NFL draft, but who was the next quarterback to come off the board? And again, you write your answers down, and then you can just say them out loud and show them and stuff on the screen. And when everybody's ready, you let me know, and I will reveal the answer once you give me your answers here.
All right. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Ready at all? Ready, Jake? All right. Casey, you go ahead and start us off. And does that say Ty Simpson?
Yes.
Okay. Dalton.
Ty Simpson.
Ty Simpson. Jake.
Ty Simpson. I don't know.
Wow, you guys knew that one? That's crazy. That's the first question.
I was so
And-
nervous what this first question was going to be.
And it is Ty Simpson, by the way. So you all stay alive in this round
All right.
so
go.
far. All right. So next question here, the 200 question, but not 200 points. But it's the next one up here.
Yeah.
The first round of the 2024 NFL draft was dominated by quarterback picks, but who was the last of them to be selected in that round? So the last first round quarterback in that 2024 quarterback class. Not that long ago, famously full of quarterbacks. I feel like this one's a decent, there's only so many answers you could even take a guess at theoretically. So,
Fuck, man.
oh, I'm sorry, Casey. I felt like this one might be.
No,
bad.
yeah, I know. I'm gonna kick myself once I hear it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. You might know.
It's just like long enough ago to
right where you might, but but I feel like if you think about it long enough and you remember the names and you can think of the draft, because I thought about throwing like the name of one of the quarterbacks in first, just so you guys can like get a reference point. But I'm like, that might make it like a little too just like, okay, just go down the list. Then
I'm stuck between two, and I hope I pick the right one.
I would. You guys have no idea how much I would love it, just for Casey's sake, especially for this one. If everyone loses in the first round, so it's basically just however many you bet, and this is we're all starting from there at the next round. But
right.
Does everybody have an answer?
I do, but I know I'm wrong.
Well, we'll see. Jake, do you have an answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Casey, start us off here.
I have Dart, even though I know it's wrong.
Well, that was 2025. So
I
you're
know.
definitely wrong.
Yeah, I didn't.
So, unfortunately, Casey, you definitely got that one wrong.
Yeah.
Dalton.
To be fair, I wrote Jackson Dart originally. I was like, wait a minute.
That makes me feel so much better.
I love it.
JJ McCarthy.
And sorry, Dalton.
Fuck you.
All right.
I knew it. I had it written there. I erased
Jake,
it.
what's your answer, buddy?
I have Bo Nix.
Bo Nix is correct. Jake, you do get that one right. It is Bo Nix. He was the
I literally crossed out Bo Nix.
Yeah, he was.
It took me a second because there's so many damn quarterbacks in that first round.
The thing.
I had to like think of the order.
It was dominated by quarterback picks, but McCarthy pick 11, Bo Nix pick 12. Famously, Sean Payton laughed at the Vikings for doing so, and guess what? So far, he is correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we're in the scope of those quarterbacks, definitely the case. But yeah, so that one's tough. Another question I'll probably save for another one that's fun with quarterbacks, but we'll say that for another episode maybe. Anyway, let's move on. So Jake is the only one who can still actually get his points in this round, but you guys obviously still can answer for fun of it.
Yeah.
But for the last one here, Jake, this is kind of unfortunately all the pressure's on you here to get points in this round and get an early lead here. Everybody knows that the 49ers trading 3 firsts for Trey Lance was a disaster, but who did they trade those picks to in order to grab the NDSU standout? So who is the team that they gave up those picks to in order to get?
I don't think I'm getting any points.
Trey Lance. Well, maybe you won't, maybe you will.
I'll take a guess.
Well, you have to take a guess, Jake.
Yeah, I guess.
Otherwise, you won't even have a chance. But yeah, this one's a tougher one, I think, overall. But this was such a big trade. I know Casey. This was also, frankly, a Casey question.
I think I had. Fuck.
Yeah, I was hoping that if he made it this far into this one, that because he's a Niners fan, he might know the answer to this. But not the easiest question, even if it's the last question in this round. So.
I think I have it. I don't know.
Does everybody have a guess yet, or just because
I got one. I feel a lot better about getting the last one wrong. Like, I wasn't going to get this one right.
Let me write some down.
Okay.
I have 2 guesses because I can't get it right anyways.
That's fair. I don't care. I mean, okay, I'm only going to give you credit for whatever the first one you say is, but you good, Jake? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to start with Casey and Dalton because I want to get the pressure up a little bit here. Casey, what did you go with here for the team that they traded?
I said you can't see it. The Browns, but then I said Titans after that.
Okay.
I don't think.
All right. I'll hold off for now. Dalton, who did you guess here?
I also said the Browns.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a hint, Jake. They aren't right. So if you have one of them, I don't
have one of those.
Okay, so
I kind of took a guess. I thought it was the Bears, but then I remembered it was the other way around for the Trubisky trade.
Yeah.
So I was trying to think of a team that might have been that high in the draft. So I went with the Panthers.
Jake, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, nobody.
What team was it?
Is
It
it
is
the Giants?
I knew the Panthers weren't it.
Yeah.
I knew I was getting that question wrong.
It is the Miami Dolphins.
I would not have guessed it. So.
Yeah. The
That was
key
never
there,
gonna
we're
happen.
trying to figure out who'd be bad enough to pick there, but who also like, would have pissed away 3 first-round picks.
Yeah.
After that.
And
That's
guess
why I
what?
went with
The
the
answer is
Browns.
the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That was a
Wow,
lot
they got-
going on.
Yeah.
They traded
And,
some of the
yeah, I
picks
was-
with players. It was a whole thing, but yeah, they're
Yeah.
the team that traded with the Niners.
Yeah,
And they didn't
did
even get
nothing with
anything
those
out.
picks.
Not really, no. So that tells you all you need to know about the Dolphins. So, and the fact that the Niners still came out on top in that trade, technically in terms of success, is all you really need to know about what those two teams are.
How do you?
Yeah.
What a return for Trey
Right.
Lance! Holy shit!
Yeah.
Exactly, right? Okay, so what did everybody bet as far as points and units? Because units specifically.
4.
Four
I bet
units.
5.
Okay.
I bet 5.
5.
Okay, so 4 for Casey, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're going to put you down to
Fucking Bo Nix.
you
30.
30 for him.
Yeah.
And then
And
both of
Jake
you are
and I
going to be
both
down
get
to 25.
25.
Yep. And so 5 units each for you and Jake Dalton, and then Casey's at 6 units still. So you guys, technically, Casey, you won that round if you want to think of it that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there we go. So let me make sure.
I was thinking
have-
about going all in, so I'm really glad I didn't.
Yeah, that's the thing is I was like, I wonder if one of them, when they see the NFL drafts as the first category, if they're going to just go for it.
Yeah.
Which I would have respected greatly, but would have been worried about doing if it was me.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
But hey, everyone's still very much in it though. After the first round, no one bombed out or anything. It was terrible. But now we're up to the NBA Finals round.
Ooh,
So
man.
this one could get interesting. So once you guys have the amount of units you want to bet, let me know. Again, this is going to be for triple your units. So whatever you bet, you're going to get triple that if you win. So if you bet, for example, if you guys want to bet 5, you get 15 if you win, or whatever it may be. So keep that in mind for sure.
Yeah.
And Jake, do you want to update yours on the screen to 5 real quick?
Oh,
Just so people see.
yeah. Trying to.
There
steal
you go.
units.
I have it written down for you too, but if you, geez, I'm trying to steal units. What do you mean? No.
I feel like I'm in a war of attrition right now, trying to just.
Casey, honestly, Casey, you might be able just to
Yeah.
slow play your way into winning this
Yeah.
potentially, which would be fun if nothing else. If you guys are ready, we can start
Yeah.
the NBA Finals round. Okay. Jalen Brunson scored 45 points to close out the Spurs in this year's NBA Finals. Who is the only other player to score 45 points in a series-winning performance?
In the NBA Finals?
In the finals, yeah, specifically. Yeah. There's one other player who has scored 44 points to finish out a final series, other than Jalen Brunson, obviously. Who is that? This was talked about a bunch when it happened, so I figured this would be a good starting point.
It was.
Yeah.
Damn.
They were talking about this a lot, so I figured this would be a good one to kick this one off.
Don't remember this being talked about.
I have a random guess. I think could be right, but probably not. But we'll see.
When everybody has a guess, just let me know.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Good. Okay. By the way, I'm just going to throw this out there. If we get to a point where everyone is out in a round before the end, it's basically going to be whoever gets the most questions right. And if there's a tie in that case, you get half the units you would have gotten, or half the points, basically. Because I don't want it to be like nothing matters at that point, right?
Yeah.
So probably should have planned for that. But then again, this is the first time we're doing it, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
But just throwing that out there. So keep that in mind. It's not definitely over if everyone's out or anything. But if everybody has their answers, I'm going to start with Jake here, actually. Who do you have as your answer for this question?
I picked LeBron.
Okay, fair guess. Fair.
I know there was one, like Game 7, him and Kyrie went
That's true.
kind
That's
of
fair.
crazy. So
Dalton?
Is this Jason Tatum?
Okay, fair guess as well. Casey?
I went with Klay Thompson.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
ooh, that's a good.
here's the thing I'll tell you guys. It's a good thing I just made that roll a minute ago.
Yeah.
Because all of you, unfortunately, are incorrect in the case of this question. It is none other than Michael Jordan.
Oh.
And
Damn. I felt like that was too obvious of an answer.
that's the thing. But it is also
That's
the
how I
first
felt
question.
about LeBron. I was like, LeBron had to have done this once.
He does
Like,
have a very famous 45-point outburst against the Celtics in 2013, I want to say it was, or 14. But that was to keep the series alive, not to win it. So that might have been part of that. But yeah,
I just figured there was a game where Clay just went crazy. From
he does
beyond
have
the
many of
arc.
those games,
Yeah.
just not in a finals closeout.
Yeah.
Game. That's kind of the thing. That's what makes it interesting. But so now all of you are basically playing to see who can get the most questions right and keep your points. So and we'll deal with that when we deal with that. But let's go to question 2 here for the finals. The Cavaliers and Warriors of the mid-2010s were by far the best teams of the decade. But how many times did they face off in the finals during that decade? So how many finals matchups were between the Warriors and Cavs? And they are the only matchups they've ever had, by the way. So it's just how many times have these teams played each other in the finals? When everybody has a guess, let me know.
I'm ready to go.
Good. Yep.
You good, Jake, too?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with Jake again here. Who's your answer for this one? What's your answer?
4 matchups.
Okay. Dalton?
Shit. Thought it was 3.
Okay, 3. Casey?
I did twice.
Well, Jake is officially back in the lead here.
Let's go.
Because it is, in fact, 4, all consecutively as well, by the way.
Damn.
So 4 consecutive matchups in the finals. So, Jake, you're in the lead currently for this round. You would get half of your units that you bet if you end up continuing to hold that lead. So let's see if they can catch up to you, or even, see if you can make it impossible for them to beat you with this last one here. This one's a tougher one, I'm not going to lie. Nikola Jokic won Finals MVP in 2023, but who was the last true center to win the award before him? So who was the last true center? So think of guys who literally just basically are centers. Who would have been the last true center before Nikola Jokic to win Finals MVP?
I can't think of this guy's fucking name.
The league has been dominated by guard and wing play for quite some time. So this one is not something one guess I'll give you, it is not recently. It has not been Jokic was the first one in a while, let me put it that way, who won it. So
Oh no.
okay, so we gotta switch it.
I finally figured out the guy's name.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's won MVP, but I have a good feeling.
I'm not 100% sure this guy played center, like for a specific position, but I'm.
Basically, the answer to this question is it's someone who is absolutely well known for being a center. That's what I will tell you.
Okay, I'm
so
gonna.
If that helps you,
guess, then.
if that helps anyone, again, they are legitimately like they've only ever played center.
Was he a center or was he a power forward?
That's what I'm second
guessing.
guessing.
The internal question.
That's what I'm second guessing right now. But
I'm good then.
But I'm just
because there are players who have either dabbled or eventually played center at some point in their careers, but not necessarily wouldn't like if you're ranking them all time, you're not ranking them as a center, basically. Like who was the last guy who would absolutely be in the center category if you were ranking players? So that's what you want to think about with your answer here. I'm good to go.
All right.
Okay.
No, you're good. If you have do you want to change your guess?
Ready.
I'm ready.
I'm not going to get a single question right for the rest of this game.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, Casey, actually, I'm going to start with you here. What do you got?
I said Tim Duncan, but I crossed out Shaq.
Okay. All right, Dalton.
Worried it might be Shaq, but I went with Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh, that is definitely far back. I like it. Okay, Jake.
I went with Shaq.
Well, Jake wins the round, folks, because Casey, you were right the first time with your first guess, and Jake is just overall right because it is in fact Shaquille O'Neal. He is the last true center before Nikola Jokic to win Finals MVP.
See, what threw me is you said we had to go way back.
That was 2001, 2002 is when that happened. That's 25 years ago almost. That's pretty far back.
25 years ago.
You got millennial brain, dude. You think 2006 was just last year.
I was like, that's not recent.
Yeah, that was recent.
Sure.
I feel
I
the
had-
same way.
Yeah. I had Tim Duncan written down because
That's funny.
I was like, oh,
Because
he probably
he did
played center at
eventually
one
kind of
point.
play center, but like
Yeah.
he's a power forward. If you're ranking
Yeah.
players, he's a power forward.
When
My
Dalton
original guess
said
was
that-
David Robinson, and I started crossing him out. I don't
Yeah,
think he ever won it though.
No, I don't even know if I think he was on the first.
Yeah, he
Spurs
won a title
finals,
with
yeah.
them, but I don't think he was MVP.
No, I don't think so either. I'd have to double check that. But yeah, so Jake, you win that round. How many did you bet for your? I want to start with you, Jake. How many units did you bet?
I only bet 3.
Okay.
I don't know if
So-
you can see it on there if I need
Yeah.
to move
So
it.
so basically, in the
Somewhere
case
on
of that, so you bet 3 units, you're only going to get half of what you would have won, which would mean you basically you get 3 units because you would have won 6 if you actually won it. So you'll now be at 8 units. And how many did you bet, Dalton?
1.
Okay, so you'll be at 4.
Fuck.
Am I allowed to bet 0?
No, because then it's not fun.
Yeah.
You have to bet something. But I respect the question
Yeah.
that you asked though.
I did 2 units.
2. Okay, so
Yeah.
you'll be at 20, and Dalton, you'll also be at 20 then, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jake now with I would say a commanding lead, but this last round can flip things
I'm
around.
gonna
if
choke
anybody
it.
gets it. We'll see. But so just to recap everybody, so Casey and Dalton are tied at 20 points and 4 units. Jake has 8 units and 40 points. So going into the last round here, which should be the toughest round, but again, it just, I guess, depends on your particular knowledge, obviously. But this is America's pastime, which it isn't anymore, in my opinion. Maybe never was, except for when it was the only thing going on. But that's what it's called, and it will remain that way, I'm sure, forever. Baseball. So all baseball-related questions. Mostly kind of, not themed by any means, just baseball-related questions. Some that I think are certainly gettable for people who have like a tangential knowledge of baseball. I don't want to make it too insane for you guys, but we'll have to see how this plays out. So once you guys have your bets in place for what you want to bet with your units, let me know and we will get started on this round.
I'm good to go.
You good,
I'm good.
Dalton?
Yep.
Okay, let's start. So the first question here: who is the only Hall of Fame player in MLB history to be voted in unanimously? There's
I'm
only
already-
one player to
already
ever
bet.
be voted in by 100% of the Baseball Writers Association. Famously so, in my opinion, at least, even for someone who's not the biggest baseball fan. Who is that player? When you guys have all your guesses, or when you guys have your guess, let me know.
Even though I can think of about 20 people more deserving
I
of this
know.
person.
So Dalton, you might, as you seem to think you know the answer. That's good. I'm glad to see that you're not immediately just like, I'm done with this.
I'm pretty sure I think I remember this.
I remember this specifically being a bit of a stink because like other guys who definitely should have. This just tells you the Baseball Hall of Fame is so full of shit. Usually,
It's the dumbest thing in
it's
the
the
world.
worst Hall of Fame we have. It's the opposite of the Basketball Hall of Fame where they let people in for like playing good in college in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Like it's very much the opposite for baseball. So, but does everybody have a guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Dalton, you seem confident with your answer, so I'd like you to start with it. So,
Mariano Rivera.
Okay.
Fuck.
Casey.
Oh,
who do you
I'm
have?
wrong.
God damn it. Yeah, I
Who
went
you
Griffey. I went Griffey Jr.
Okay. All right. Jake.
I'm way off. I went Derek Jeter.
What's funny is Casey and Jake, you are correct that you're incorrect.
Yeah.
But those two only missed by 1 vote each, I believe.
God
So you
damn
got
it.
real damn close. And
Yeah.
it should have been in unanimously if this player was, because as Dalton already alluded to and said, it is Mariano Rivera. only-
Now that
That's the
now
dumbest
that-
thing ever.
as soon as he said it, I knew
Yeah,
I fucked
yeah.
up as soon as he said it.
So, yeah, there we go. Now, again, if Dalton gets something wrong the rest of the way, we'll see how that plays out. But in general, you guys, yeah, it's a tough way to start.
Yeah,
I was
it is.
hoping this one would be the one where you guys would all be like, oh, yeah, that was dumb that happened. But yeah, it's this
God
player.
damn it. Yeah.
But- All right.
Very dumb.
Yeah, it's right.
Fuck.
Well, Dalton,
I'll get
There
the
you go.
last question right somehow,
All right. Well,
and it won't matter.
let's go to the next question for America's pastime. This is the one that has multiple answers to it. There are 9 members of the 600 home run club. Name 5 of them. Any 5 of them will do.
Oh,
So you can write your answers down.
I'm
and then you can
really
read them off
bad
to me.
at baseball history.
Oh, Jake, you're an A's fan. You're a baseball history fan. Most of
I'm
your
trying
good
to think
history
of
was
5.
history, bro.
Do I have to name? Can I name more than 5? Can I throw more than 5 names out there?
You have to pick 5 names because otherwise you could just throw shit at the wall. But so you have to pick 5 names that all have to be in
I
the
have
side of the
4.
top in the 600. So, yeah. This question was almost to name all 4 members of the 700 home run club, but I didn't want to do that to you guys because this one at least has like some room for error potentially. Like if you have 5 names that you think are in there, they might be in there with there being 9 potential answers. So,
Oh, I don't like this. I'm at 2 names so far.
I have 4, but I'm trying to think of
that
5.
last one though, yeah, I think you and Dalton both.
Was obvious.
It is, and I'm like I'm doing the Shaq thing where I'm like, do I say this guy's name? Is this like including like back in the 1800s and shit like that?
Well, so it's
never mind. Don't
yeah.
answer that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
It's
Sorry.
all time is all I'm going to tell you.
okay,
It's not
okay.
based on errors or anything. It's just who has the most home runs, basically. So the 9 guys who have at least 600. Yeah.
All right, I have my guy.
Oh, 600.
It's 9 members of the 600 home. There's 9 members of the 600 home run club currently. You have to name 5 names in that top 9.
One of them, I'm not sure if he got there or not, but I think he's damn close if he did.
Yeah. All right. I got my 5.
All right, Jake, you let me know when you have your list here.
I put together 5 names, but I don't think.
All right. Well,
I'm about 95% sure I'm not getting this one.
well, we'll see in a second. Casey, I want to start with you here, actually.
All right, I have Barry Bonds, Griffey Jr., Hank Aaron, Pujols, and Babe Ruth.
Okay.
Feel better about my list.
All right. Dalton.
Fuck.
Good.
All right. I have Bonds, Aaron, Ruth, A-Rod, and Pujols.
Okay. Jake.
Pujols. That's what I was trying to think of.
Okay. Jake.
Okay. We did get it.
I'm
I don't
I'm
know.
letting Jake answer it.
That would have been okay. I did some crossing out on here, but I have Barry Bonds, Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, Griffey Jr., and Roberto Clemente.
Oh, Jake.
I know
Jake,
some of these
Jake,
names.
Jake,
I'm not.
Jake.
I'm horrible
So-
with like baseball history.
Unless I missed something, the only one who didn't get the question right is Jake with Roberto Clemente's name. The 9 possible names, and you can double check this, guys: Barry Bonds, Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, Albert Pujols, Alex Rodriguez, Willie Mays, Ken Griffey Jr., Jim Tomei, and Sammy Sosa.
Okay. Griffey,
Sosa was
Tomei, and
another one I
Sosa
couldn't think.
all ran through my head.
So these are the 9 members of the 600 home run club, which I
right,
believe
cool.
means that Dalton's still alive to get all of his points.
Oh yeah, Dalton did get it. Yeah.
You know what helped me with this? For some reason, I had a poster that I bought at like the book fair.
Nice.
When I was in like the elementary school book fair, they used to have
Scholastic.
Oh yeah, the old Scholastic
the
book.
Scholastic
fair.
book fair. I bought this poster because I never bought. I didn't usually get a lot of books there. I just bought crap.
No one ever did.
And I got like this baseball poster because that was back when I liked baseball, and it had like a bunch of like the home run leaders.
Yeah. There you
But
go.
like that were like current players, and it had like Tomei, Sosa, Griffey Jr. on it.
Nice. Hey, whatever works, wherever you pull that information from.
I'm kind of shocked that I got 4 of them.
You did get 4, and as soon as you said the first 4,
really
I'm like,
did
oh my
not.
god! And then you said Clemente, I'm like, no.
I would
No.
after those first 4, I sat here for like
I
5
bet,
minutes,
yeah.
just like who is another one? Sammy Sosa was on the tip of my tongue, but I couldn't.
Mm.
I was thinking between him and McGuire, but I just nixed both of them.
And McGuire's
I had
prime was.
McGuire written down originally, and then I crossed him out for.
Yeah, he didn't play long
Griffey.
enough.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
but all right. So Dalton is still alive to get all of his points, and at this point, unless he gets it wrong, in case he gets your, well, even then, like technically, Dalton would still be the only one to actually complete the challenge as specified. So let's go to the last question here, guys. See if after he was upset about the last category, if Dalton can sweep the last category. That'd be awesome. I would love that very much if he was able to do that.
After asking if I could wager 0 points.
Yeah. Dalton's like, I want to get no points if I get this right because I don't think I'm going to.
Don't worry, I definitely won't get this.
That's all right. Let's find out. Cal Raleigh, aka the Big Dumper, nearly beat out Aaron Judge for MVP honors in 2025. Who was the last catcher to actually win the award?
I might actually know
this. Again, the baseball ones, like I didn't want to be too ridiculous about them because it's baseball questions. But I did feel like you guys might be able to pull this one out. But again, so Cal Raleigh, aka the Big Dumper, nearly beat out Aaron Judge for MVP honors in 2025. Who was the last catcher to win the award? So obviously either MVP, AL, NL, but
I completely forgot this guy existed for like the last 10 years. I might be wrong.
And it's either AL or NL.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just last catcher to win the award.
I feel like I'm missing a guy, but I'm also kind of confident in this one.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm missing him.
I'd love for you all to get this last one right because that would be very funny. But when everybody has an answer, let me know.
I'm good to go.
I'm ready to go.
You're good, Jake, too?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Dalton, we're going to start with you because I want to just see how this is going to ultimately play out for you. So
this is the answer. I think we're being I think they were fast and loose with the definition of a catcher.
Okay.
But Buster Posey.
Okay.
Fuck.
Jake, what is your answer?
Buster Posey.
Okay. Casey.
I went Johnny Bench.
Ooh, very good answer for MVP catchers, I believe. But unfortunately, not the answer that we were looking for in your case, Casey. The answer
I thought it might have been Salvador
is Buster Posey. Dalton sweeps the baseball question round.
Damn, I got it right, too.
And Jake did get it right. At that point, though, Dalton, he was a full-time catcher in 2012 when he won the award. So it is like, I get what you're saying, but like the version of Buster Posey that won that award was very much a catcher.
Was he actually playing catcher that like
I believe he played over 100 games of catcher that season. So
fair enough.
Yeah. But he is the last like legitimate catcher to win the award.
Let's also just say very meh as a defensive catcher.
That's why he didn't even cross my mind until you said it.
But he was raking though, and guess what? To win MVP, you got to.
They just stuck. He was a DH that they stuck at catcher because they couldn't put him anywhere else.
Yeah,
fair enough. So,
yeah, but I thought it was going to be Salvador Perez for second, and
I was thinking of him too.
That's a good one.
And I was like, oh,
he also
Buster
rakes.
Posey exists.
Yeah.
The fact that the answer is not Yadier Molina is criminal. Just for the record.
Well, unfortunately for Yadier, he would have needed to double his offensive output to ever.
It doesn't matter. The value. I mean,
I'm not.
When you look at how much better
Dalton.
pitchers pitched with him.
Listen, I ain't arguing with you, Dalton. I'm just saying that that's the reality that he would have had to do. That's all I'm saying. So that's why he's not the answer to this question. But with that being said, Jake, how many points did you put on this, or how many units did you bet?
Put 3.
Okay, so Jake is now down to 25 points and 5 units.
Yeah, it's over for me.
Casey, how many did you bet on this one?
I did 3 units.
Okay, so Casey's down.
I'm down to 1.
He didn't bust out entirely.
Yeah,
he still got 1 unit, but
this is hilarious.
Right. Dalton, how many did you bet?
1.
Guess what? Guess what? That gets you 5 units. So,
congrats, Dalton.
So you have a grand total of 45 points, and you win the whole thing because you swept the baseball.
Nice.
That is incredible. That is an incredible way to start this project off is for Dalton to win on the baseball.
Yeah.
And the only one to complete the entire
Yeah.
Like if you put a gun to my head and asked me who won MVP last year, I couldn't tell you.
Exactly. But you knew Buster Posey was the last catcher to win it. And that's what's great about it. Now, I will say I'm not trying to be an asshole when I say this, but I tried to make sure that, and I'll try to, for the most part, moving forward with this, since I'll be hosting it, I assume, if not all the time, most of the time, to only put questions on here that I myself could have answered, because I feel like otherwise I'm being an asshole. So that's what I focused on with this round too, or with this version of the game. So I thought
the questions
was
are
pretty
great.
fun. Yeah, I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, they're good.
We're running this back next week already. I'm already
definitely gonna.
We're deciding that.
And I will probably make it 5 questions per round. We might do it a little bit differently with the betting system in terms of like trying to make sure that there is potential to get points. Unless you actually like get nothing right, basically. Just because I feel like it can get weird at the end if we don't do that. But we'll play around with that.
Let me question by question.
Yeah, either question by question or like whatever it might be. Well, I'll mess around with it, but. I think this was a fun way to kick it off, and congrats, Dalton, on being the winner of the essentially test round, but we're going to call it the first official round. For this game. So he will be the one that you guys are chasing for the next time we do it. So,
love it.
But
that was fun. Yeah, we'll definitely play that next week. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone have any other bets before we get off the show here?
I bet that I won't win trivia next week.
I'm just gonna do like the most ridiculous. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'll play around with the ideas for next week. But that went really well. I bet that you guys will get better at that as we go along.
Yeah, now I need to go brush up on stuff.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like when I was thinking of it, I'm like, if I make this game, I probably do need to be the one that hosts it most of the time, because I unfortunately am known by a lot of people for knowing stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would either get mad for missing one or I would be insufferable about it entirely. So I was like, I'll host it. That'll be fun.
I'm not gonna lie. When the NFL draft one came up, I was like, motherfucker, I don't know how these are about to go. And they were good questions. It was just on me.
I felt cool. And especially because I even admittedly, like I said, I threw in a Niners related one.
I know.
And then nobody got it right anyway, so it didn't matter. So it was fun. But
we'll definitely play this next week. And then we'll try to have a home run parlay out for you guys tomorrow.
Which I'm gonna have to make like a public announcement at some point if I keep like not doing that whenever we make them, because for some reason Thursday mornings my brain shuts off until like the games start for some reason. I have no idea what that's about. I was gonna make a joke about it to you guys in the chat the other day and I didn't, but I will. Yeah, I know that's the thing. So hopefully, we got it out.
So I straight bet them and I made money.
There you go. That's the name of the game, literally. But we'll try to do that for sure.
Cool. So that was the show. Hopefully everyone had a good time. Definitely we'll need to try to blast this out more and see if we can get some more engagement with it, because it's definitely, like I said, a good time here. But that is all we have for tonight. Look out for the home run parlay tomorrow. We appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you guys 9.